Hello friends. Welcome to Study Time. Today current affairs for competitive exams 2021. Verizon appoints Vijay Raman as VP and MD. Verizon India, the global capability center of Verizon Communications Inc., has appointed Vijay Raman Subramanian as the Vice President and Managing Director. Subramanian takes over this role from Kalyani Sekar, who moved to the US to take on a global leadership role within the organization. He has been with Verizon India since its inception in 2001. Indospace launches 2 industrial parks. Indospace, Everstone Group's industrial and logistics real estate development platform has launched 2 parks, Vallam 2 and Oragadam 3 in Tamil Nadu, adding 118 acres to its portfolio. Both the industrial parks will cater to original equipment manufacturers, OEM, such as Yamaha, Hyundai, Royal Enfield, Nissan, Daimler and Foxconn, which operate in the region. Toyota signs MoU with ICMA. Toyota Kirloskar Motor has announced signing an MoU with the Automotive Component Manufacturers Association ICMA. As per the MoU, Toyota will impart 131 training programs focused on principles of lean manufacturing, automobile, and electrified vehicle technologies, etc. The company will deploy trainers who are certified by the Toyota Motor Corporation (TMC). Merger of CRWC and CWC approved. The Union Cabinet has approved to merge and transfer all assets, liabilities, rights, and obligations of Central Railside Warehouse Company Limited (CRWC) with its holding enterprise Central Warehousing Corporation (CWC). CRWC is a mini Ratna Category 2 Central Public Sector Enterprises (CPSE) incorporated under the Companies Act, 1956 in 2007. Agreement between India and St. Vincent. The Union Cabinet has approved an agreement between the Republic of India and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It has been approved for the exchange of information and assistance in collection with respect to taxes. It will strengthen India's commitment to fight offshore tax evasion and tax avoidance practices leading to generation of unaccounted black money. Bharti Airtel names Amrita Pad as CPO. Bharti Airtel has appointed Amrita Pad as Chief People Officer to lead the company's people strategy. Pad will join the company from October 1, 2021, and will report to Gopal Vittal, Managing Director and CEO, Bharti Airtel. Most recently, she was the Chief People Officer for Unilever Marketplace, their newly set up global business unit to transform distributor trade. Moodys cuts India growth forecast to 9.6%. Moodys Investors Service has slashed India's growth projection to 9.6% for the 2021 calendar year, from its earlier estimate of 13.9%. It has released a report titled Macroeconomics India, Economic Shocks from Second COVID Wave Will Not Be As Severe as Last Year's. Indian economy contracted by 7.3% in fiscal 2020-21. World's first genetically modified rubber. The world's first genetically modified GM rubber plant was planted on the outskirts of Guwahati, Assam, on the 22nd of June 2021. The GM rubber plant, the first of its kind developed exclusively for the Northeast, is expected to thrive in the climatic conditions of the region. The plant has additional copies of gene MNSOD, manganese-containing superoxide dismutase, in it. An instrument gives results on solar corona. An instrument on board India's Chandrayaan-2 mission has provided outstanding science results on solar corona and heliophysics. It is known that the corona consists of ionized gas at temperatures exceeding 1 million Kelvin, which is much higher than the photospheric temperature of 6000 K, the visible surface temperature of the sun. Glenmark gets US FDA nod for inhalation product. Drug maker Glenmark Pharma has received approval from the U.S. health regulator for formoterol tartrate inhalation solution. It is used to treat conditions like chronic bronchitis and emphysema, in the U.S. market. The approved product is a generic version of Brovana inhalation solution, 15 mcg 2 ml, of Sunovion Pharmaceuticals Inc. Positive Impact Rating 2021 launched. 3 Indian business schools have been ranked as Pioneering B School in the Positive Impact Rating 2021. This year, only 4 business schools globally made it to the top of Pioneering list, of which 3 are from India. Among the 3 are SP Jain Institute of Management and Research, JPJIMR, XLRI, Xavier School of Management and Goa Institute of Management, GIM. Second phase of online safety program launched. Cyberpeace Foundation and WhatsApp have announced the launch of the second phase of its cyber ethics and online safety program. The program will be extended to Assam, Rajasthan and Gujarat, and aims to reach 10,000 students on important topics related to cybersecurity and online safety. The program will train teachers, parents and students using a co-created curriculum. Delhi notifies scheme for COVID victim skin. Delhi Gov has notified a scheme to provide financial assistance to the families that lost a member due to COVID-19. Under the Mukhyamantri COVID-19 Parivar Arthik Sahayata Yojana, 50,000 rupees ex gratia will be given to every family that has lost a member due to COVID-19. Additionally, a pension of 2,500 rupees per month would be given to the families that lost the sole earner due to pandemic. Karnataka CM announces 3,000 rupees relief. Karnataka CM has announced one-time relief of 3,000 rupees to 20,713 cinema and TV artists. An amount of 6.23 crore rupees will be transferred to all the identified artists through the direct benefit transfer platform. The state government has announced a financial package of 20-50 crore rupees to date during the second wave of the COVID pandemic. Tap water connections for rural households. Karnataka government will provide tap water connections to 25 lakh rural households in 2021 under the Jal Jeevan Mission. There are about 91.91 lakh rural households and over 28 lakh households have functional tap water connection in the state. The Chief Minister has directed officials to provide 25.17 lakh rural tap water connections in free 2021-22. Agricultural Diversification Scheme launched. In Gujarat, CM Vijay Rupani launched Agricultural Diversification Scheme 2021 on the 22nd of June 2021. Under this scheme, tribal farmers will get fertilizer seed assistance of Rs. 31 crores in which 45 kilograms of urea, 50 kilograms of NPK, and 50 kilograms of ammonium sulfate will be provided. Seeds of crops like maize, bitter melon, Kerala calabash, dud, tomato, millet, etc. are provided under this scheme. Learning Management System launched in Karnataka. Karnataka CM B.S. Yediyurappa launched the State Learning Management System to promote digital learning in higher education, on the 23rd of June 2021. The CM also launched 2,500 smart classrooms and virtually distributed table PC to 1.55 lakh students. The Smart Learning Management System will cover 430 Go First Grade colleges, 87 government polytechnics, and 14 government engineering colleges. Manpreet Singh, captain of men's hockey team. Hockey India has named Manpreet Singh as captain of the 16-member Olympic-bound men's hockey team. Birendra Lekra and Harmanpreet Singh were named vice-captains. This will be Manpreet's third Olympics. Under Manpreet's captaincy, the Indian team won the Asia Cup in 2017, the Asian Champions Trophy in 2018, and the FIH Series Final in 2019. Gujarat announces policy for electric vehicles. The Gujarat Gov has announced the policy for electric vehicles for the next 4 years. The state aims to witness 2 lakh electric vehicles on the roads in the next 4 years. With the new policy, minimum 6 lakh tons of carbon emission will be reduced. The policy also aims to establish additional 250 charging stations, which will take the total number of charging stations in the state to 528. NCLT approves Jet Airways revival plan. National Companies Law Tribunal (NCLT) has approved the Jet Airways revival plan submitted by a consortium of London-based Karnataka Capital and UAE-based businessman Murari Lal Jalan. NCLT has given 90 days to the Director General of Civil Aviation (DGCA) and Aviation Ministry to allot slots to the debt-laden Jet Airways. Jet Airways was grounded in April 2019. ADB approves $940 million United States dollars for Bangladesh. The Asian Development Bank (ADB) has approved a loan package of $940 million for Bangladesh for the purchase of COVID-19 vaccines. The package consists of a concessional loan of $470 million and a regular loan of the same amount. The loan is part of the ADB's $9 billion United States dollars Asia Pacific Vaccine Access Facility (APVAX), launched in December 2020 to offer rapid and equitable vaccine-related support. India and Fiji sign MoU. India and Fiji have signed an MoU for cooperation in the field of agriculture and allied sectors. The MoU provides for cooperation in the fields of the dairy industry, rice industry, root crop diversification, water resources management, coconut industry, etc. It also provides for cooperation in the fields of agricultural research, animal husbandry, pest and disease, cultivation, etc. Canopy severance system developed. A Canopy severance system has been developed ab initio at Armament Research and Development Establishment in association with High Energy Material Research Laboratory, HEMRL. It is for the indigenously developed LCA Tejas and trainer aircraft, HJT-36 aircraft and HTT-40 aircraft. It provides safe passage by prewakening, severing the canopy to facilitate the smooth escape of the pilot. Toycathon 2021 Grand Finale inaugurated. Women and Child Development Minister Smriti Irani and Minister of State for Education Sanjay Dhotre virtually inaugurated. Toycathon 2021 Grand Finale on the 22nd of June 2021. The Toycathon 2021 is being organized jointly by the Ministry of Education in coordination with 5 other ministries. 1. 77,049 individual teams had submitted the ideas at Toycathon 2021. Indian ships participate in passage exercise. Indian naval ships Kochi and Take along with P-8I and MiG-29K aircraft are participating in a passage exercise with U.S. Navy Carrier Strike Group Ronald Reagan, on the 23rd to the 24th of June 2021. The 2-day exercise aims to strengthen bilateral relationship and cooperation by demonstrating the ability to integrate and coordinate comprehensively in maritime operations. SBM Bank introduces Step Up Credit Card. Paisabazaar.com and SBM Bank India have launched the Step Up Credit Card. It is a credit builder product designed for consumers with limited access to formal credit, due to ineligible credit score. It is the first product to be launched under Paisabazaar's neo-lending strategy. It will help consumers with damaged credit or those with no credit history to steadily build their credit score. Minder Industries to buy 51% stake in Uzchases. Minder Industries will acquire a 51% stake in Uzbekistan-based automotive lighting manufacturer Uzchases for around 58 crore rupees. The company has won the bid to acquire a 51% stake in Uzchases in Uzbekistan for a purchase consideration of 83.1 billion. Uzchases specializes in manufacturing automobile headlights and lamps. Assam to raise endangered turtles by 2030. The Assam Forest Department has adopted a vision document to raise at least 1,000 critically endangered black softshell turtles by 2030. Black softshell turtles, the rarest of India's 28 turtle species, were believed to be extinct in the wild, till recently. Assam Forest Department has signed an MoU with 2 NGOs, Turtle Survival Alliance India and Help Earth, regarding the same. Chile to draft a new constitution. Chilean President Sebastián Pinera has informed that the assembly will draft a new constitution for the country, replacing the one inherited from the dictatorship of Augusto Pinochet. It will hold its first session on July 4, 2021. The convention will consist of 155 delegates. They will have up to 1 year to submit a draft text, which must then be put to a popular vote in a referendum. Launch of 25 Fit India Yoga Centers announced. Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports and Minister of the Ministry of Ayush, Kiran Rijiju, has announced the launch of 25 Fit India Yoga Centers. Fit India Mission has identified and recognized 25 yoga centers as Fit India Yoga Centers across the country. These yoga centers, on June 21, 2021, were presented with a Fit India certificate officially recognizing this association. Great Barrier Reef to be in Endangered list. The Great Barrier Reef should be added to a list of endangered World Heritage Sites, as recommended by a UN committee. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization Committee, which sits under UNESCO, informed that the world's biggest coral reef system should be added to the list due to the impact of climate change. MOD signs 583 crore rupees contract. The Ministry of Defence has signed a contract with Goa Shipyard Limited (GSL) for the construction of 2 pollution control vessels (PCVs) for the Coast Guard at a cost of about 583 crore rupees. The ships, designed, developed, and built by GSL, are scheduled for delivery by November 2024 and May 2025 respectively. At present, the Coast Guard has 3 PCVs in Mumbai, Visakhapatnam and Porbandar. Munishwar Nath, acting CJ of Allahabad HC. The centre has notified the appointment of Justice Munishwar Nath Bandari as the acting Chief Justice of the Allahabad High Court. Justice Bandari, the senior-most judge of the Allahabad High Court, will be performing the duties of the office of the Chief Justice of the High Court. Justice Bandari was appointed as judge of the High Court of Rajasthan High Court on July 5, 2007. QCI launches ICMED Plus scheme. The Quality Council of India and the Association of Indian Manufacturers of Medical Devices (AIMD) have added further features to the ICMED. ICMED is the scheme that was launched for certification of medical devices in 2016. ICMED stands for Indian Certification of Medical Devices. The ICMED 13485 Plus will undertake verification of the quality, safety, and efficacy of medical devices. EU to lift sanctions against Burundi. The European Union (EU) has started the process of lifting sanctions against Burundi that stops financial aid to the Burundian government. In March 2016, the EU suspended its direct financial support to the Burundian government following the political crisis sparked by the controversial third-term bid of then-President Pierre Nkurunziza. Orissa has all 3 species of crocodiles. Orissa has emerged as the only state to have all 3 species of crocodiles. These are freshwater gharials at Satakosia in Mahanadi, muggers in Bhitarkanika National Park, and saltwater crocodiles. Gharials were granted full protection by law and listed in Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act, 1972. Gharials, being different from muggers, do not harm humans. South Africa's Keshav picks first Test hat-trick. South African spinner Keshav Maharaj has bagged a hat-trick against West Indies to hand a 158-run win to his team in the second Test in St. Lucia. He became only the second South African bowler, and the first Proteas cricketer in more than 60 years, to take a hat-trick in Test. The only previous South African to take a hat-trick in Tests was Jeff Griffin against England at Lord's in 1960. Laurel, first trans athlete at Olympics. Laurel Hubbard has become the first openly transgender woman to individually qualify for the Olympics, even though the Games have had an inclusion policy for trans athletes since 2003. She lifted a net weight of 628 pounds across 2 lifts to qualify and will enter the Games ranked 4th among women's weightlifters weighing more than 192 pounds. She is the oldest weightlifting qualifier at 43. Ons Jabeur, first Arab woman to win a WTA title. Tunisia's Ons Jabeur made history on the 20th of June 2021, when she became the first Arab woman to win a WTA title. She beat Russian Daria Kasatkina in the final of the grass court event in Birmingham. Jabeur's victory means she has now won 28 matches on tour for 2021, more than any other player apart from world number 1 Ash Barty, who also has 28. United Nations Public Service Day, the 23rd of June. United Nations Public Service Day is celebrated every year on the 23rd of June. It recognizes that democracy and successful governance are built on the foundation of a competent civil service. On December 20, 2002, the United Nations General Assembly designated June 23 of each year as United Nations Public Service Day, Resolution 57-277. The end. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, comment and subscribe.